Hey guys, this is Golden Welcome back to the next episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In this episode, we're going to see the Keeew, and he is... Keeews. Yep, Keeews. There must be places here in the woods that you haven't visited yet. Keeew. Should you use the water dragon scale to explore areas you couldn't go before? Ho ho ho. Now, it's so funny, like the only area that we can get to that's new. Like usually when that happens, it's because you gain access to an entire new area, but no. It's literally under the stairs of the tree. What I'm doing now is I'm placing 3 check marks on chests. Well, it's about 4 or 5 chests, goddess cubes that we've still got to get, and the piece of heart which is down there, which we've already got. So apologies, I will be a bit confused about that during the episode. So there are a bunch of them around here. Some of them are easy to get to later on when we've got certain items, and which is actually what I'll be trying to do. Right. So jumping around here, and that's fun apparently. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired today, but Link makes me yawn and it really apologies for that. Okay, so actually no, we're going to first have a look. Don't worry, there's a lot of cut footage here. It's gone down from about 21 minutes to about 7. I do like trimming down episodes when they're just full of crap. Because by the end of a recording, as you all know, I do go on about harping on about this end of recording. I very quickly I don't know what it is about recording. Like if it's streaming, I can go for a lot longer. I think that's because of the interaction with people, and the fact is I'm not always talking, and I have constant ideas to bounce off. Anyways, there's not going to be a single monster claw. No, there never is a monster claw unless you're specifically grinding for a monster claw, in which case, yay, monster claws. Okay, so if you notice that, well, when I first saw that, is it does look quite like it's just like the end of a tree root, but it actually is a hole, and you can actually go inside this hole, and you can make lots of jokes about that if you're immature and you're 5 years old. But there will still be some people. You can actually get through this entire area without really needing any new bubble supply. Bubble supply, I say, you know, taking the mic. Without any water. No. Without any oxygen. I wonder if that was something they did on Mythbusters, like if they created a big enough oxygen bubble where someone can actually breathe that in. I need to check that out, actually. I have been on YouTube watching a few episodes of Mythbusters. There's one of them where they have on an island and they tried to survive with duct tape, and it worked, which is surprising. Obviously, the food catching bit was completely fake because all the animal rights activists would have been up in arms if they killed well, they killed a fish, and then they didn't kill a chicken. But I was like, yeah, you're gonna get the whole full hog. But yeah, I guess. Anyway. We have now these annoying explosive frogs. They appear later on in more dungeons, but the best way of dealing with explosive frogs is to push them into the ground and they explode. And kill everything else around as well. They also, if you get too close to them, especially underwater, they get spiky. But I think we've already seen... No, I don't think we have. No, we haven't, not yet. They're basically the enemy of the next area. They're the new enemy. Okay, so you're just doing a bit of exploring around here. This is all inside a tree, which I think is meant to... No, this isn't like a Great Deku tree. And there's... Yeah, I appreciate that you can swan dive, Link, and that's cool and all. But really, at that point, it would have been better if you hadn't swan dived, so I could have moved on. Anyway, the swimming in this game is atrocious. I hate it. It's awful. Basically, let me explain the controls when you swim. You hold the remote like a flight joystick, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, you hold it level, and then if you dive underwards, but you hold it pointing at the screen, and whichever direction you move, Link moves in that direction. So you have this really annoying, horrible kind of thing where you're wanting to go up, and you're holding the remote up, and it's not going up. It's just really awkward. Like, I would much prefer me to have the analog stick to make me go directions that I choose, not having to wave the Wii remote and to push the Wii remote in the way I want to choose and give myself my wrist in really awkward positions, because that's cool. Now, I just think motion control on that particular element of this game was really not needed. So yeah, the easy way to accomplish that is bang, it's easy. So, the one problem with this that I have is that the chests are all in awkward places. So we're going to get that one that's down there. And to get that one, which is down there, Oh, that was so lucky on like both accounts. Yeah, to get this one down here, we have to jump down, then we have to go all the way back through the cave, through the tree. It just seems like such a time waster. Like, I appreciate on most things you do have to go out of your way to get special items. That's the point of them being special. But at the same time, that just feels like too much repetition, especially when it's a swimming section. Like, I'm not usually have a big problem with water sections, but just swimming section there. Anyway, with the bigger net, we could have probably caught all of them. But we have one bird feather. You catch them, you get bird feathers. You catch a blue bird, you get blue bird feathers, which are quite rare. Also, goddess plumes. There are in the dungeon. That's the last treasure we've yet to get. They are in the dungeon of this area, and they do appear randomly as well. I think I saw 2 in my recording stream. Only managed to collect 1. But yes, we shall kill the spiders, because they should have died a while ago. I don't know what they were eating, or whatever. They haven't really got webs, so it seems a bit pointless them being spiders, to be honest. I always imagine them casting string shot or something and slowing you down. I think that's what they do. I think that's what they can do, like... You know what, I don't care. So some more Deku nuts. See, this is the problem. You find Deku nuts in Farron. You find Gerudo dragonflies in Lanayru. And you find something in Eldin that ties up. I don't know what you find something in Eldin which makes it like Death Mountain or something. But you can't really have the Death Mountain bug hopper, or Death Mountain grasshopper would be a bit of a silly thing. And also, if you notice at the top of that frame, no, I do. You destroy that, hits the ground, and you get a bug larvae, which is, I think we've already got at some point, and you can also collect all the Deku hornets. And you can get quite a lot, because they do make, they are a basic component of a lot of potions. In fact, I'm just going to take a look at how much you need. In fact, the best way to deal with them is to use your net on them, because then they like sting you maybe once or something. And they fly away after a certain time, so you're not in... They are literally the least dangerous thing, apart from Groose, in this game. Oh, right, okay. I'm just taking a look at where it tells you what everything is in the guide, because I like getting guides of things. I was trying to get the 3DS guide, but it's difficult to have. It's just difficult to find at the moment, especially in the UK, being that any US game launched first, they tend to launch the guide at the same time they launch the US game, even in the UK, which is really stupid. But there you go. What can you do about that? Yes, I do. Now this guy, using the Motion Plus, you have to get rid of most of his shield, he'll throw it apart, and then he'll wave his ginormous moves at you. On that kind of place, it's really difficult, but you are meant to jump over him, and yeah. Luckily, being thrown down the abyss of the tree shaft. Actually, this tree shouldn't technically be alive. It's hollow. Because, like, when the middle... Like, the tree dies, then the middle starts rotting out, and then the tree becomes dangerous and is going to fall over. Like, this isn't a tree. Yeah, it's clearly flowering. You know what? Never mind. I think there's something you can get down here, actually. There's a chest over there. Now... I don't quite know the specifics of getting it, but I think it's nothing too important in, and we can just leave it. Yes, I do leave it. But you can get that if you want. I do not care too much. Too much at all. Bug catching guide, here we go. Basically, like, you only ever need 3 Deku Hornets to upgrade your Heart Potion Plus to a Heart Potion Plus Plus, and to upgrade your Revitalizing Potion to a Revitalizing Potion Plus. And in fact, that's the only time you really ever need them. You only need 3 of them at once, and that's so easy to get. Like, that's why really getting a Heart Potion Plus isn't too difficult. You've just got it, like Volcanic Ladybugs, you've got tons of. There's just Woodland Rhinos that are a bit hard to get, and Elden Rollers are pretty easy if you do the right thing. And Sand Sedicas can be a bit of a hassle, but like Blessed Butterflies aren't, so it's generally easy to get a Heart Plus Plus potion. Sorry, a Heart Potion Plus Plus. One interesting fact I think I probably shared with you already about the harp is that every different background piece of the game, the harp has a different series of notes, so it matches with every background piece of music. Even ones which aren't even ones in normal places where you couldn't use the harp, they've still got it programmed in, which I think is pretty damn cool. So, if you can hear the snoring, yep, this is like this is the end of a recording, and like I was just so messed. I do not know why. There's a woodland, 2 woodland beetles actually. see if we can catch one. I was so messed up, and I do apologise for this. Just not the commentary, but well, I do apologise. I always apologise for my commentary. But the actual gameplay, because it's atrocious. But at least it's not too long. I'm happy that it's not too long, and once this episode's done, things do let up. I've got like 3 recording blocks now? No, 3 big blocks of things. And probably the next recording I'll be doing is at my new house, which I can lock the door, and that'll really help with me, with probably me feeling more confident recording elsewhere, because I don't really do it often. For this vantage point, you have a good view of the woods. I could make a Simba and Mufasa joke here, but I'm not is it Mufasa? I always think Mufasa is the evil one, but I can never remember the name of it. It is Mufasa. Yeah, Mufasa joke, but I'm not going to. It's like, there was one recently which is more like an anti-joke, when he says, oh, look at this is all your lands, and then Simba goes, what's that dark bit over there? And Mufasa goes, what the fuck did I just tell you? Which I think is accurate. Instead of, oh, what's that place? That place is Yorkshire, never go there, which I thought was funny, because, you know, it's Yorkshire. So to wake him up, we're going to slap him in the face, possibly knock him off. This looks like it's a bit Bob Marley, but like the way the front of his head is actually shaven. That's a very odd, like, the people who made this were high, so high. You used to call me Gerbil, now it's the quick way home at time of the forest when I'm not napping. I don't know. My voice always slips into a posh. He could be like Pedo Queequeg. I mean, he hangs in an old tree all the time, occasionally descends down to kidnap a youth who is the chosen one. Oh, The Legend of Zelda could have gone such dark ways if the creator wasn't as childlike as Miyamoto. Miyamoto's lovable though. Like you can't hold anything against Miyamoto. You just go, oh, he's so lovable. And then, you know, it's always Reggie Fils-Aimé who gets all the criticism, because Reggie Fils-Aimé, really. Yeah. I know that, like in the last E3, how he was trying to get. Oh, those are my things that I set up before, by the way. He was trying to say like, my body isn't ready for this, and it was just like using phrases which we all do, and I was like, yeah, it's not gonna turn me. Here's our water area with the Zombu or whatever it was. I don't know. Don't ask. I prefer if we just don't speak about E3. I should really be looking at how Gamescom's doing at the moment. It's still in Gamescom at the moment, I think. Right, to open the gate, that symbol. Anyone who's played Wind Waker will instantly know that's a symbol on one of the pearls, hence linking them back to Wind Waker as well. Either they're reading really lazy art, or, oh, by the way, Hyrule Historia is now out. Well, I say it's out. It's out in January time. But it's out to pre-order, and it's already made more sales than the top Amazon book list, which was 50 Shades of Grey. So Hyrule Historia has beaten 50 Shades of Grey as the top-selling book on Amazon, which I think is bloody fantastic. That is disgusting. Look at the edge of his tail. Okay, basically he's telling that Her Excellence, this is a formal term, of course, not to actually refer to the fact that she is excellent in any way. This is referring to the bitch that is the water dragon. All the dragons are really, apart from the thunder dragon. The thunder dragon is lovely. I think the fire dragon's not too bad. But with the whole, well, not this dragon, but later on when we've unearthed all the dragons, there is a game-ending glitch which I have to keep telling you about. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.